Anyway, let's get our ingredients.
Welcome back.
What can I do for you? I have this list from Elizabeth.
So...
Did you perhaps get some new supplies in? I have this list of ingredients from Elizabeth, and we need a potion. Can you help us with any of it?
Curious.
Huh, this is quite the odd selection of herbs. I don't think Elizabeth has ever asked for any of these before. How curious. We're not doing anything? Why do you ask? I can provide you with the roses, however. The blue cornflowers are not something I can usually sell. They should be growing. They should be growing in the forest, but they are quite shy, so they might be tricky to find. Maybe there's someone around who knows the forest well, who can help you out. Time to leave.
I'll be off then.
That's all I need for now. I'll see you later, Quinn.
Take care.
You're always welcome, Metis. Take care. Oh! I wasn't expecting this. We got a new thing from for Victoria. And a thing with mime there. No, that's like the story beat. Also, yeah, we have a new ingredient now, roses. Let's go get those cornflowers first.
About that.
So, a blue cornflower. Quinn mentioned that we should try our luck in the forest. Maybe we should just try and go. Maybe we should just try and go together. A forest, huh? The forest, huh? Are you sure you're only going because of the flowers? What? Of course we're going for the flowers. Why else would we? Okay, fine, you got me. You know how I told you Victoria found me in the wilted forest? Well, I don't remember how I got there at all. I have this feeling that there's something important I'm forgetting, but I can't quite pin it down, you know? But I have this really strong pull towards the forest. I can't quite explain. I just thought since we need to look for flowers anyway, then I might do a little digging myself, right? Of course.
Okay.
Sure, that's a good idea. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Metis. The forest surrounding Anemone Valley is lush and vibrant in the early spring. The ground is covered with bright green foliage, and the anemone flower as the area is named after are just about ready to bloom. Elizabeth mentioned that this town I thought that what I didn't read it. I didn't see her dialogue box there, so I thought it was a narration. Elizabeth mentioned that this town holds a celebration when the flowers are in bloom out here. That sounds really lovely. It's okay. It is lovely.
I love it.
It's great. Everyone celebrates in the square with food and music. Then the house goes down. Then the house goes down. What? The sun goes down. People go into the forest and look at the flowers.
That seems odd.
Looking at flowers in the dark? That sounds a bit difficult. The flowers absorb some energy from the crystals in the mines below us. So when they bloom, they glow with magic energy. It's like stars, but on the ground.
Really?
Really? That sounds so romantic. I would love to see that. Though, it probably wouldn't be that smart if the whole town is out celebrating. Mime lets out a pouty sigh. What about you, Metis? Will you go? Oh, will you go with someone? Mime's words strike a chord within you. Is there someone in your life if you'd like to bring to such a festival? Do you have romantic feelings for any one of your companions? Okay, so I think because of how this is particularly set up, you can just choose no and not, and any romantic options go out the window. Oh, at least I think. I didn't choose in my last playthrough. And there is someone I intend to romance this playthrough. I'm not going to tell you who I romanced previously, and I'm not going to tell you who I may have in mind now. That's just for you to figure out. You find yourself smiling softly as thought to that person enters your mind. What? You're smiling, Metis? So there is someone you like. So there really is someone you like? I got all embarrassed in my previous playthrough, I'm not gonna lie. Don't be ridiculous. Maybe.
Actually...
There might be. I'm not telling though. Really? But I'm really curious. That's not fair. But fine. Metis, your secret's safe with me. Oh. Mime rushes forward and crouches down near a tree where the blue flower is growing in the shadows. Look here, isn't that the one we're looking for? That's so lucky. You have to agree. This particular flower, what? This particular flower is rare. I almost did again. And the two of you have barely been searching for an hour. It almost seems too convenient. There's a rustle of leaves, and you whip around, and spotting shadowy antler slowly moving away from the clearing. Looks like the father of the forest has her back. A deer?
Are you okay?
You okay there, Metis? Mime appears before you, arms full of flowers, but a slight concern in her eyes. You're looking a little pale all of a sudden. Something wrong? The deer is gone, and the unease in your stomach settles. You shake your head. Nothing. Let's go back. I know it's not a deer.
About that...
Oh, it's nothing. Come on, we should head back with the ingredients.
Okay.
Alright, let's do that. I bet the others are gonna be real glad we found these so quickly. I didn't really find anything that could point me in the direction of my past. Honestly, this part of the forest doesn't trigger the same feeling as of longing, the same way the dead forest does. I wonder why that is. Anyway, we should head back before Victoria gets suspicious. Let's take these to Elizabeth. The two of you return to town with your bounty. Okay, and there's the actual final story beat. Okay. Now let's see what Victoria's doing. You find Victoria... Oh, it's this scene. You find Victoria near the town square, and she isn't alone. I thought this happened later. A little later, at least.
Please help me.
I beg you, ma'am, please help me. You are a hunter, are you not? I recognize the sword you are carrying.
No.
I'm sorry, I cannot help you. That's not very knightly. I'm sure we can help.
So,
I'm sure if the man's in trouble, we can lend a hand, right, Victoria? You haven't even heard what he is asking for yet. The man looks nervous as you approach, but stays put.
I need your help.
Please, my daughter's been missing all morning. That's not good. She was playing with the other kids in the meadow, with the meadow, what? In the meadow. But when the rest returned for lunch, she wasn't with them. And what is it that makes you think this is a job for a demon hunter?
Well,
The other kid said that Marie had already gone home. But there was something off about them.
Huh?
Off? Like there was something that they weren't telling me. As if something had scared them. Why would they lie to you?
you see.
I brought Marie with me to this town to work in the mines years ago, but we're still considered outsiders. People out here can't understand why someone born and bred in Eridus would have to travel to the boonies to look for work. They don't get that someone like me, without any name or fancy education, is about not as welcome on the posh street. It's as the capital of the posh streets of the capital as mages are out here. Bigotry in all its forms. Here we have classism. I took us here to give Marie a better life, a simpler life. How did it go so wrong? We can make time.
about that.
We can make time for this, Victoria. It's the right thing to do. Alethros' mercy, I know that. She looks up at the man, who flinches at her intense stare. We'll look for your daughter, but I won't make any promises. The man lets out a deep relieved sigh.
Thank you.
All I ask is that you try. Thank you. I will continue to look for her around town for her. Please find me if you discover anything. Victoria sighs and rolls her shoulders.
Let's go.
Let's go then.
Really?
So, do you think this missing child might have something to do with the demons?
About that.
I can't rule it out completely, but I have my doubts. It is quite common for a parent with the lost child to approach demon hunters for some kind of magical explanation. Usually, the kid is found hours later, safe and sound, too busy to play the troll hunter, too busy playing troll hunter to realize they lost track of time and missed dinner. They have a game of that series? I mean, I've never seen it, but... Alright, moving on. That's the end of that bit.
Got it.
I suppose that makes sense. Kids are often a lot tougher than parents give them credit for. True, true. They're often a lot smarter, too. I'm going for it. Speaking from experience.
I see.
It sounds to me like you're speaking from experience, Victoria. Been giving your parents gray hair while growing up, I see.
About that.
That wasn't much different. I wasn't much different than other kids, I'm sure.
I wonder.
Did you get lost playing in the woods as a kid as well, Victoria? I bet you were super cute running around with a little toy with a little toy sword chasing trolls.
All the...
I did not. I mean, nope, you done screwed up. You just admitted it. I was working diligently from a young age to master skills needed to join the Demon Hunters. That, of course, includes sword training, among other... That all sounds like playing to me!
Not getting paid enough for this.
Nope, too late. You just outed yourself, Victoria. Romance. I kind of want to go with the top one, but I did that last playthrough. The middle option looks great too, to be honest. I'm going for it. Oh, I would have loved to see that. We're just harping on a demon hunter. I bet you were a really cute child.
All the...
Honestly. We got her blushing. We got her blushing. I was a child with a dream of becoming a hunter. Nothing weird or unusual about that. Yeah, I know.
Really?
If you loved it so much, then why did you leave? Tone changes now. Oh no, I'm sorry, Victoria. I didn't mean... I said something bad just now, didn't I? Please forget it. Let's talk about something else.
About that.
It's fine, Mime. I think it's about time I gave you some kind of explanation. I used to be a hunter in training. However, I never completed the final test to get officially initiated. That is why I possess the skills of a hunter, but I'm no longer part of the guild, and instead work as a knight for the Empire. We're not gonna joke on this. What happened?
I wonder...
What happened? You seem like someone who's always excelling at all that you do. It's hard to imagine you failing at anything. What happened isn't important. It's important enough to have influenced your entire character. Just know that the hunters were in their rights to throw me out, and I accept their decision. After I left the hunters, I was struggling. I didn't know what to do, so I found myself drifting. That's when Alethea approached me. She took me in, monitoring me, and I became a knight working under her instead. And that's how I ended up here. I'm sorry to hear that.
Awful.
That's horrible. I'm sorry that happened to you. That must have been hard, having your dream taken away like that. What happened was due to my actions. I cannot change the past, but I have been given a chance to make something of my life despite it all. And I intend to make the most of this opportunity I have been granted. I'm grateful to Alethea for that. Romance? This seems more flirtatious than joking, really. I'm still going for it.
I'm glad.
I'm grateful to her as well. Why? Well, if she hadn't been your boss sending you here, you and I would have never met. Stop being ridiculous. Come on, we better, we have better things to do than stand around here. Yes, ma'am. You continue your trek through the woods, finding no sign of the lost child. The meadow is blooming with spring flowers. As leaves dance in the slight breeze to the hum of bumblebees. Your eyes look across the sea of colors, and finally, you spot a mess of curly red hair.
Huh?
That looks braided instead of curly, and not curly, but okay.
Well done!
Oh, there she is. You were right, Victoria. Careful. She is not alone. I skipped over the dialogue, I'm sorry. Who are you? Just reprimand Victoria, you're scaring her. Your dad sent us.
Hi.
I'm there, Marie. I'm Metis, and this is my friend Victoria. Your dad sent us to come find you. She has been looking all over for you. She's quite worried. He's quite worried. But I can't go home just yet. My friend says I can't leave.
Huh?
Your friend? Yeah, what friend? From behind the girl's hair, a small glowing creature steps out.
Whoa!
A fairy! Okay, while I would have liked them to depict fairies in a more traditional sense, I realize that fairies have been mixed with sprites, so I'm just gonna roll with it on this one. Plus, it would be weird for a kid to be pursued by like a banshee or a Leonid seed or something. What is it doing out here? Nothing good, that's for sure. Careful, Marie. Step away from that thing. What are you doing? Don't hurt him. He's my friend. Your friend?
What do you mean?
You say he's your friend? His name is Wispy, and he's my best friend. He scared away the mean kids and played with me all day. But now he doesn't want me to leave. He's saying it's bad back in town. Well, he's not exactly wrong. Fairies?
Really?
That's a fairy? I thought those were supposed to be extinct.
About that.
Seeing them these days is quite rare. They tend to avoid humans at all costs. This one must have gotten lost or have been lured here by something. Mean kids?
Tell me about...
Are you talking about the other kid that's from town?
See?
Dad said I should try to get along with everyone, but no one wants to play with me. Yeah, they call me the stupid city girl and pull my hair. Ouch. One of the big boys said that he wanted to cut my braid, and I got really scared. And Wispy showed up and scared them all off. The fairy must have been curious about the kids playing and then taken a shine to this one. This is bad. Fairies are obsessive creatures, and if we don't destroy it, it will never let the child grow.
You think so?
Are you sure? It seems like he just wants to keep Marie safe from the bullies. Maybe if we talk to him, we can convince him that she will be safe with her father? I don't really think the fairy will be willing to believe a human.
Maybe, but...
But maybe I can convince him? That's... What do we do now? And anyone got any bright ideas on how to fix
This
this?
is the plan.
If you can create some kind of distraction with your alchemy, then I'll deal with the fairy. You will do no such thing, human. Oh dear. You all jump when the voice, though not truly a voice, more like a feeling vibrating through your being, enters your mind. You will leave now. That's gotta be terrifying, like you're hearing a voice, but it's not coming from anywhere, you're just feeling it. The child is mine, I'm not letting her go. Wispy? Stop it, you're scaring me. Metis? Wait, let me talk to him first. Maybe we can sort this out without anyone getting hurt. Let Mime talk to the fairy.
Okay.
Okay, Mime, we're counting on you.
Thank you.
Really? Okay, I'll do it. I mean, I might be able to do away the an alchemy. I might need an alchemy. I might get to do an alchemy puzzle. Well, if I choose the other option, but this gives some interesting character insight.
Be careful.
Just be careful.
Hello.
Okay, Mr. Wispy, sir. Tell me, why won't you let the child return home to her father, please? She is my child now. I will be the one to protect her. She stays with me. But don't you think she'll be safer with her family? Human children are not made to survive in the forest. She is safer here. The human village has been tainted. We must all flee or be swallowed by the nightmares. Is he talking about the demons? Could be. I am human. Yeah, there you go. Your kind has dug too deep, and now you reap what you sow. But this child does not have to suffer for the mistakes of her father. Let mine continue.
Hear me out.
It's true humans have done some really stupid things, really, but we're trying to fix it. Me and the humans together, we're working to put things right. You? Who are you? You carry the mark of the forest on you, yet you help not the humans. Why?
About that.
Because I believe we are trying really hard to fix things, and I want to help them succeed. You reek of human magic. To think a child of the king and would stoop so low as to bind herself to a human. Child of the king, eh?
Huh?
The king? What are you talking about? There's nothing left for me to say to a traitor. The fairy suddenly flares red. Its face is drawn into a demonic snarl. God, that's gotta look terrifying. Or oddly cute. I don't know. The fairy flies at mine, but Victoria quickly steps in front of her. She doesn't have time to properly reach up and guard, so the fairy cuts into her hand with claw-like fingers, drawing blood.
Busted.
Son of a... She throws the creature off, and with a swift swing of her sword, of her enchanted sword, cuts through it. It disappears in a cloud of sparkly smoke. She did a visceral! She finally did a visceral! There's a moment of silence, then Victoria sheaths her blade.
Tell me.
Mime, are you alright?
Everything's just too much.
Victoria, I'm so sorry. Oh no, your hand. This is my fault. If I hadn't insisted on talking to him, It was a fine idea, Mime.
Huh?
What?
Look.
We managed to get the fairy away from the child long enough for me to dispose of him safely. You did good, mine.
Thank you.
Victoria, I don't understand. Wispy, why do you... I want to go home. Victoria sighs and scratches her neck.
So,
I'll take her to her dad. We'll need to add an explanation for this. Marie will too, when she calms down.
time to go.
I'll see you at the shop later.
That seems odd.
Victoria, she thanked me. I feel kind of good to be useful to someone like this. Anyway, we should probably be off as well, yes? And we get some good insight into Victoria there. She is not as harsh as she seems.